Hey, are you awake?
Welcome to Midnight Chats. Settle in, grab a midnight snack, and let's talk. This is a space where anything goes: random thoughts, deep feelings, odd questions, late night confessions, and the kind of conversations you only have when the world is quiet. It's just me, my unfiltered brain, and my loyal co-host Echo, who just lounges on my bed all day, every day. So if you're up, wide awake, or just feeling a little out of place in the daytime world, come hang out. No pressure, no expectations. Just a cozy corner of the night where we can be real. Welcome to the very first episode of Midnight Chats, the cozy corner where your weirdest, funniest, and most honest thoughts come out to play. Ever wonder why midnight feels like the perfect time to spill your secrets? Grab your favorite late night snack, get comfy, and let's chat like no one's listening. Have you ever noticed how at midnight your brain suddenly thinks, this is a good idea to confess all your weird thoughts and secret to your crushes? Yeah, me too. I don't know about anyone else, but I've always been a night owl. A best friend I once had, I'll call her Sarah, was as well. Throughout these, you'll probably hear about Sarah a lot. She was what people would call their ride or die. Not so much anymore, because as you become older, people separate at times, and that's okay. That's for a different, literally a different episode. There could be multiple episodes. Anyways, it was perfect. We both love to be awake at weird hours. We just connected as best friends. Do not tell my mom this, but we would sit outside Sarah's house almost all night and chat with random strangers. You would be surprised how many people walk by at midnight on a non-busy road. And I'm talking weekdays, not even weekends. I would stay at Sarah's house for weeks at a time or days at a time in the summer, just because we didn't want to be separated, and Sarah never really wanted to leave her house. So most of the time it was always at her house, and my mom knew I was safe and she would make me check in daily. So that's where we would hang out, at Sarah's house, which wasn't too far away anyways. Now for the 3 people probably listening to this, I do not condone sitting outside and talking to strangers. It was dangerous. And as a kid, you don't really think of the precautions, but at the time though, it was fun. We were carefree and met so many friends this way. Even learned stories about people. One guy we nicknamed Jesus because, you guessed it, he had long brown hair and looked loving and happy like a hippie. He would walk every single night around midnight because that's the only time he would get to himself, because he took care of his mother during the day and worked on the other hours. It kind of reminds me of a close friend I had. I clearly attract night owls. We would sit on the phone for hours. I'm sure I did my fair share of confessing throughout the night to him. He would sit on WoW, which, for those of you who do not know, the non-gamers out there, it's World of Warcraft. We would always talk about our lives and our future, how he would travel the world. Fast forward to today, he's been a top chef all over. He lived in Japan for a while and has traveled all over the States and helped open up restaurants. He's a free soul wandering around, just living his dream life, which is pretty cool. And I hope everyone out there can do that. Wherever you are out there, I hope you can achieve your dreams. I know sometimes fear can prevent that. That was me. I was scared. Am I still a little? Well, yeah. I've always had ideas and things I want to do, but I would never do them. Then one day, I don't know what struck, but I just kind of figured, you know what, I'm going to do it. Because if I don't, I'm going to regret it. Now there's still so many things I want to do. Like, I'll see things and I'll come up with a whole story for it and I'll write them down. There's so many stories, movies that I've created, short films, but I don't share them with anyone. They're just in my notes. I feel like there's someone out there that could appreciate it as much as I do. Now, I know it's not always easy to just get up and go do something. I am the biggest person that knows that. I have spent so many nights thinking, I kind of laugh because it's like the person that is the nighttime person is way different than the person that's the daytime person. And I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but I definitely do. I literally will be at nighttime and be like, I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Oh, I have all these ideas. I'm just going to, blah, 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 blah. Then daytime Sam comes around and she's like, no, girl, I don't know what you were thinking last night, but we're not doing that. Nope. But even if you just do one small step, and I know everyone says it, just do one small step. It's true. The one tiny step is going to lead you to the next step and the next until it's a really big step or a big jump. And you're going to look back and you're going to think, holy crap, I did that. Now, how did this turn so corny? So if you're out there listening, you can do it. Who cares what people think? Now, that is something else I should take in and listen, because trust me, there are days I still care what people think about me. Anxiety does that. But I also have so many things I want to do that I don't want someone that I'm never going to meet prevent me from. And those of you out there, I'm sure you feel the same way. Maybe not. Maybe you're like, they're going to prevent me. But To each their own. I literally have stories that I wish I could share, and I'm going to. I'm just going to do it. You listen, you don't, you don't. It's okay. It's not always rainbows and butterflies. I don't think I'm not going to sing because for one, I know you don't want to hear that, and for two, don't want to get copyrighted, but it's what you take, but you know what song I'm singing. But anyways, it's what you take from the dark, rainy days and grow like a beautiful flower. Everything we ever go through in life, it makes us who we are. It makes us stronger. And at the time, you might think, no, it's making me weak. Like, I can't take it. God is only giving you what you can handle. And maybe you don't believe in God. For each their own. You, the universe, anything, you are only given what you can handle. You are stronger than you think, and you are more capable of what you think. I don't know how this turned into a TED Talk or whatever, but here we are at 1:45 a.m. and I'm on a rant. That's the thing about me. I ramble a lot. Future Sam here. She did talk a lot. I had to edit a lot out to Night Owl Sam. Anyways, that was corny, I'm sorry, but it's true. See, it's something with the night that makes us say crazy things. Supposedly science says that our brain's guard is down at night, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I kind of believe it. It's either that or you're so tired that you're like going delirious. You're like, oh. But we were all a little more vulnerable at night. Anyways, I'm curious if anyone has any stories they want to share for next time. If so, feel free to email me. You can find it in the description. Okay, Night Owls, that's it for tonight's Midnight Chats. I don't want to go too long. I kind of want to just test the waters at the first couple of episodes. Thank you for sharing this little moment with me in the quiet hours. Remember, your midnight thoughts are never too weird or too small. They're what make you you. And until the stars call us back, good night from Echo and Night.